Hey guys, it's been a while, but I'm back with a deck tech for you guys with our deck tech challenge coming up next, or this month now, I guess. Before we get into that, just wanted to give a little update on the channel. I've been extremely busy with both work and life right now, so I apologize that I haven't been able to keep up with the upload schedule I had. I'm also debating on if maybe I should make a second channel as well for other games besides the Transformers TCG, like have a Magic channel for deck techs, things like that. If that's something you'd be interested in, feel free to let me know. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. So again, I apologize that I haven't had the time to upload anything recently. Um, but without further ado, let's jump into the video today, though, which is the Nuclear Freedom Fighter deck tech for the October event. So the character that we are building around isn't actually Freedom Fighter because he wasn't on the list. It's Mercenary Bumblebee, who is a 7-star mercenary with 3 12-2 melee car in alt mode, or 4 attack, 12 health, 1 defense, bold 1 in bot mode. So, moving into the actual deck itself, funnily enough, our entire lineup is Junkion legal, but by not playing it in Junkion, you get access to real battle cards. So, the reason we're playing Mercenary Bumblebee and Freedom Fighter together is because Bumblebee gets stealth while untapped in alt mode as long as you have an Optimus Prime on your starting team. And that's what Freedom Fighter is. Moonracer is our filler for our remaining stars, since we have the more than meets the eye stratagem. Moonracer allows our Prime to draw cards when he attacks and move damage. And she also has stealth as long as you had a leader on your team, which means they have to hit your Prime on turn 1, who he only has 15 health and 1 defense in that mode, but he doesn't get tough 1 from the strat, and it gives us immediate fuel to move with Moonracer. The more than meets the eye stratagem, for anyone who's not familiar, is 1-star stratagem for Freedom Fighter. It gives him +1 attack, and it gives him tough 1 and reduces the attacker's pierce by 1 when he's defending. And as long as an Optimus on your team has a utility, he Matrix of Leaderships the rest of your team, which, like I said a little bit ago, if we're not playing in the Junkion format, we get to play with real battle cards, which means we actually get real Matrix. So if you get a Matrix on your Prime, you now double Matrix your team for +2 attack, Pierce 2. Pretty good. But that doesn't sound nuclear, does it? No. This is an overwhelming advantage deck with 0 Decepticons. The reason we went with an OA deck is because Optimus has Bold 2 in bot mode, and Bumblebee has Bold 1 in bot mode. So both of those characters are pretty valid OA enablers. Bumblebee also, his flip to alt lets you play a utility, which Prime loves, or draw a card. And it just allows you to dig deeper in your deck. So that combined with Moonracer's draw on attack when attacking with a Prime means we should be able to find our pieces pretty quickly. We're all Autobots, so we get access to Confidence to start filtering. And we could even have a turn where we go like Confidence, filter, find our missing upgrade piece, and then play the OA off of that. And then we have just like a couple OA packages in here. We get to play a Valiant Effort since we do have the leader in Prime and a ranged character in Moonracer. Just a Miser's Downfall Protocol. If we find it, great. If not, it's not a big deal. We have just good battle cards in the deck. Leap into Battle, just for another pump. Rollout, since both B and Prime have flip to alt mode abilities. Prime healing your squad, and Bumblebee with that draw. We get to have our 2 OAs. We're not on the full 3 because We don't want to draw too many, but we do want to find at least one, and with the green pip we should be able to do that. 3 Master of Metallicados, because with the bold it's just natural synergy, and it's 3 pips for OA. Scouting missions, just dual pipped card draw, good card in general. Into the upgrades, we have just value upgrades in your Energon axes, your Soldier's Blasters, which you should just be playing since you have a mercenary. Lock-on lasers is a necessary evil in a world of Devastator. Bashing shields, also necessary. And then, yeah, we have our matrixes and our opportunisms. However, there's a couple OA packages in this deck, since we need them, since, well, this is an OA deck. The upgrade packages for OA, you can do Backup Beam, which is your blue-green. You can do any of the orange armors, which in this case would be Bashing Shield, so it's blue, green, orange. And then Opportunism, blue, green, orange, white, black. That's your full OA. And you get an additional bold 2, so on Prime that's bold 4, so you shouldn't miss. Combat Dagger, card itself isn't very great, but I mean it still gets you to pure bold 3 with Prime, or bold 2 with Bumblebee, so not the worst thing. It's an orange-black, which means you can go Combat Dagger, any of your blue armors, which would be either Covert Armor or Smoke Cloak. And then Personal Targeting Drone or Opportunism would get you there, because you'd have orange-black from the weapon, blue-green from the Covert Armor, or blue-black from the Smoke Cloak, which gets you blue, orange, black, is what we're at right now. Or with the Covert, you're blue, green, orange, black, which means any of the white utilities. And then Targeting Drone works with the Smoke Cloak line, and Opportunism works with the Covert Armor line. And then we also have Unflinching Courage, which is blue-black, so Courage plus the Bashing Shield means any of the white utilities work. Lock-on lasers here is a little bit different. So that one doesn't give us additional bold when we attack, but there is a OA setup with lock-on lasers where you go lock-on lasers plus Matrix of Leadership and Smoke Cloak. That's basically the reason I went with Smoke Cloaks here, is because the black pip on the, even though the card isn't great, it's a somewhat playable armor with a black pip. So lock on Smoke Cloak Matrix does get you OA, because you have white green plus black plus orange blue. So that'd be one I'd really only play on Prime anyway, because that's who you want your Matrix on. But it's like a last resort. So yeah, with all this together, you actually have a pretty reasonable mid-range plan where you can just play your. I mean, Prime has 6 attack, bold 2, B 4 attack, bold 1, Moonracer's 4 attack. So you just have like reasonable stat lines and attack. And then you have your pumps. You have 18 oranges still, so you're probably going to hit them with your bold. And then you just play either the axe or the soldier's blaster, and you're not completely reliant on OA. Like, you can still do prime, axe, metallicado, and just blow something up. So yeah, that's kind of where this deck wants to go. Your lineup isn't terrible in health either. Like, Prime has 15, which isn't great on your 13-star character, but what are you going to do? Merc B, 12, so that's 27, and then Moonracer's 9, which will get you to 36, which is a passable amount. That's the same health as the Seeker teams. The sideboard, you can pretty much play, I would say, whatever you want based on what you want to target. I have Heroic Spotlight here and Champion's Chassis because if you really need more blue-blacks in your lineup for the OA, as well as if they're not really Pierce heavy and you don't think you're going to get the full value out of the More Than Meets the Eye, just bringing in Champion's Chassis gets you just even better of a fair game plan. And also, Yeah, it's more blue-blacks, like I said earlier, for OA. You could fill it in with more downfalls. I'd play another lock-on lasers there, an absorption course, and like a counter espionage. Unfortunately, with Brainstorm's banning, while it was for the better, it means OA decks do have to go a little bit more. Just well, if they have the counter secret action, they have it, and I can't go for it this turn. So that is something you do have to consider. But apart from that, you should just be fine. There's a chance you should be playing a marksmanship in the board too, because Moonracer's ranged. But yeah, apart from that, I think this deck going into this somewhat lower powered format with the deck tech challenge could stand a good chance. I mean, the OA kills literally all of the characters that were on the list, and a bunch of others in the format. Removal is kind of heavy, so maybe as bad as the card is, it could be correct to sideboard some spare parts. So yeah, this is something I'm considering playing in the event. I like Freedom Fighter. I designed his stratagem, and Moonracer is another card from the new set. Like just Moonracer's kind of turning into this. If you have a leader, she should just be your 5-star support character. Just that move is so good, and her stat line's still solid as well. So yeah, this is Nuclear Optimus. Let me know if you guys liked this deck, if you have any ideas how to improve it. Obviously, you could say, like, replacing the character lineups probably would improve it as well, but this is designed to be a Freedom Fighter deck for Classic. Maybe it's good enough. I'm hoping it is, because like I said, I'm considering playing it in the event. I'm torn between this and a Hot Rod list using Fire Drive. So yeah, until next time, thanks.